What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining. Hope you are having a great one as always. Today I'm stoked. We finally got him in. We have the Ultimate Edition of Zen Creations Naruto from specifically Naruto Shippuden, which I'll explain in a little bit. Now, I've been waiting for a while from this fella to get on over here. As I'm sure you are aware, China is having tons of issues right now with COVID. This guy did come out a while ago. This is actually the second run. But it took a bit to actually cross the seas and get here, and it finally did, and I really couldn't be happier. Now, if you haven't seen the stuff that they've done, you'll be pretty impressed with this one. Whoops, flip that Konoha symbol over. There you go. The box is really pretty straightforward. It's not anything amazing, but what's inside is the good stuff. Now, they actually have two versions of Naruto that are out. There is a standard and the Ultimate Edition here. They've also got a Gaara coming out very, very soon, which I really, really can't wait for. He's already released at like conventions and stuff overseas, so there might be some people that already have him. I got one on the way eventually, and when he gets here, I'll be very, very happy. Now, also, if you are a Naruto fanboy like myself, it is a really good time to be a 6-skill figure collector, because not only do we have this beauty right here, plus the other ones that are coming from Zen Creations, but 3-0 recently announced that they've joined in the Naruto fray. We've got some instruction guides and such. Plus, you've also got a company by the name of Rocket Toys that has just announced theirs. Now, 3-0, they're going to be doing Young Naruto, so that's going to be like normal Naruto show, not Shippuden. They do have Naruto out for pre-order already, and it looks amazing, so I can't wait to get that. And then they just recently announced Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi, so those will be up for pre-order relatively soon. Also new to the world of 6-scale figures is a company called Rocket Toys, and they are doing Itachi, Madara, and Kakashi as well, all from the Shippuden line. Breathe, my friend. Now, honestly, I'm already just absolutely in love with this. I'm a huge Naruto fan, so getting a 6-scale Naruto really, really does make my day. And just knowing what else is going to be coming out down the road is a huge perk for me. Now, the Ultimate version comes with a ton of different stuff that you don't get in the Standard. The Standard's going to come with this fella here, a bunch of different hands, about half the set that we get here, and then the Rasengan. He doesn't get that giant shuriken, and you don't get the alternate head sculpts, but you do get some decent accessories with them. If you can get the Ultimate, it's like 50 or 60 bucks more, but man, oh man, is it worth it. Now, the cool thing with this guy, since it is based off an anime, you don't have to worry about like an overly realistic looking paint scheme. So the details that they've done on the hands and even on the little kunai here, really pretty fantastic. I have a little blemish on mine, but nothing a little paint won't fix. Now, they are plastic, which, you know, I'm fine with that. I don't really need metal ones. I'm sure if you wanted to buy some metal ones, you're more than capable of hunting them down. It won't be too tricky. You also get a really cool stand. I probably won't unpack this soon, but it's basically a, kind of looks like the animated Earth style that they would normally be on. I thought it had a base plate on it, but I don't actually see one. But no bother. The Gaara one also comes with one similar to that, just sand themed, so that's kind of a little more neat. We'll get to the figure shortly. I just kind of want to pull through all of the little extras and take a close look at them since they're here. Then we'll move that out of the way and get on it. Now, this is the Rasengan hand, which is absolutely awesome looking. So if you want him generating that, that's really cool. Now, I have seen a bunch of people get multiple of these, so they can do his little shadow clone and have them teaming up to make that, which I might end up copying and doing myself. I haven't quite decided. You do, I should have pulled this out earlier, you do get one of the dynamic stands with them, so it's got the little clip in the bendy rod. It's in there really tight. I'm not going to pull it out, but it does flex, so you can really position him in a wide range of poses. Now, the other fun thing that you get with the actual Ultimate Edition, you get a slightly different hair topper. That way, if you want, kind of a windblown look, he also has a different bandana back, which I think is in there with the giant shuriken. He's got a different knot there, so if you want him to be standing in like a windswept pose, you've got that option, which I think is just a stupid but awesome little touch. Oh, I'm worried about you tipping over. There you go. And then this version comes with 3 different head sculpts, or face sculpts, on top of that. So you get nice little fancy, confident jokester Naruto. Angry I'm mad at you Naruto. And kind of also an angry I'm mad at you Naruto. So that's pretty fun. You can have him joking around or getting ready to throw some thunder. Now let's take a look at this figure. I'm not going to pull this out also because it's in there pretty well, but he does have this giant throwing star, which I love that they've got the hand attached. Same with the little Rasengan. It makes it way easier for posing purposes when you've already got it in there. You don't have to worry about clipping that piece because he's holding on to it already. We're going to have a battle with these because of the tape, but that's all right. Now, I have heard from a couple people that the second batch is a little bit lighter in color than the first batch. Unfortunately, I don't have one from the original, so I can't confirm that myself. But I have seen photos of them side by side, and this does look a tiny bit lighter in the oranges and the yellow for his hair, but not that much. Oh, I hate tape. I hate it so much. You'd think I'd be a pro at this by now, but I'm not. We're just going to leave it on there for now. He has a standard rest peg. You can actually see right in there that he's got plenty of movement in it, which is fine. The suit's honestly a fabric that you'd pretty much expect. Really going to give a lot of play as far as mobility goes. This little badge, feel like it's, I don't know, it seems kind of flimsy. I sort of worry about that getting caught on something and torn off down the road, but that's just me. I am very much impressed by his range of motion, though. He can kind of go all over the place, and that is one of the cooler things with this figure. You can have him posed very, very dynamically, and this is honestly, I mean, it feels kind of like a spandex or a nylon almost, so you really don't have much worry about it ripping over time. It's not going to deteriorate or flake like pleather would, anything like that. So you really can kind of go all out with them. And again, I'm just really quite impressed with honestly how much give they've got him in that suit. That's really quite outstanding. Obviously, he needs the plastic off his hands at some point, which I'll be more than happy to do, but yeah, they really did a great job with this. A little bit of ankle movement, not too much, but that's fine. You can give him a little wiggle. Basically just enough for him to stand and such it need be. And the joints are pretty stiff. I definitely think they're going to hold up pretty well. It's actually got a double ab crunch, which is nice. So there's at the waist and right there on this back. Man, they just crushed it with the articulation on this guy. It's a very, very mobile figure. So I am quite impressed with that. And the likeness, spot on. I mean, that just looks like he jumped right out the screen. Well done, Zen Creations. Very, very well done. Now, really, there's not a whole lot to this figure. I'm pretty much just going to be waiting for the other ones to come in so I can pose him in some fun battles. I'm hoping we'll eventually get a really good 6th scale Goku just so I can have him getting massacred by But my dude here, that's right, I said it. But other than that, that's pretty much about all you need to know. Now, if you are interested in getting one yourself, the regular version seems to be sold out in most places. You can pre-order the deluxe on Big Bad Toy Store. I got mine from 1/6 Outfitters. I mean, honestly, I typically will go to either them or Giant Toy. They tend to be my stores of choice at the moment, and they really crushed it with this one. They got it to me super fast once it was in. I think they're sold out, but they do resupply every so often, so you might want to keep your eyes on them and see if they get them back in stock. He does have some weird padded shoulder pads up here, so that might be something just to be mindful of when you are posing him so that you don't get any weird creases. I'm not sure if you can, yeah, you can see right there I've got one, but I'll play around with him a little bit, get that out. Obviously get his hands out of their encasing and be good to go from there. But honestly, this is a very, very cool figure. I am, as a Naruto fan, unbelievably thrilled. Really excited to get Gaara once he's in. And very, very psyched to see what we get out of Rocket Toys. Also, I think 3-0 is going to crush it because they always do, so that'll be a good one as well. Also, if you are wondering, he is a little under 12 inches, so they did size him up pretty well. I'm hoping that he'll end up being pretty good in scale with Gaara, and that they'll actually line up with all of the Rocket Toys ones as well, just to kind of maximize the displays and such there. Well, that'll do it for this one, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in.